Navratri is just around the corner and I have a very interesting recipe for you today. Today we're making Makai Dhokla. Let's see how to make it. Usually dhokla is made with besan as the main ingredient, but today I'm making it with cornmeal. Let's start. I have 1.5 cup of cornmeal here today. This is not corn flour, it is made out of corn and it's a little crumbly to the touch. First to this we are going to add some jeera, around 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of ajwain for a little bit of warmth. When you rub the ajwain between your palms, it releases the flavor a lot more. Next, I'm adding in half a teaspoon of red chili powder. You can adjust this to your liking. 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, half teaspoon of haldi and 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala. A small pinch of hing and 1 teaspoon of fruit salt. If you use baking soda, make sure to use only 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda because it gives off a very strong taste. Now to this I'm going to add in methi, which is fresh and chopped. This is half a cup of chopped methi. I've cleaned it, dried it and then chopped it. You can use other wintergreen veggies as well. 1/4 cup of ground peas. These are frozen peas that I've ground in the mixer. If you're using fresh peas, boil them for about 5 minutes, let them cool down and then grind them in the mixer. Next I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of crushed ginger and chili, and now we're going to bind this with dahi. Dahi will ensure that your dhoklas are nice and soft and will also give a bit of sour taste once they are steamed. Using a fork, I'm just going to bring all the ingredients together. The methi and peas will also add a little bit of moisture to the mixture. So make sure you mix it at this stage before adding in any water. Let's season this with salt and then I'm going to add water 2 tablespoons at a time to make a stiff dough. As you start kneading this, you will know that there's a difference between using Makai flour and whole wheat flour. This dough does not stick to your hands at all and we haven't used any oil so far. This is also a gluten-free flour, so the dough will always be crumbly. As you can see, with just 2 tablespoons of water, I'm able to form a nice stiff dough. But I can still see some cracks here and there. So I'm going to add in just 1 more tablespoon of water to get rid of all those cracks. Now we're going to portion this into small dhoklas. So the shape of this dhokla is somewhere in between a medu vada and an idli. Just take a small portion of the dough, roll it between your palms, flatten it out, smoothen the sides and make a hole through the center, but don't go all the way through it. This ensures that the dhokla is cooked from the center as well, because usually the center is the thickest part of the dhokla. Of course, you can make it smaller or bigger as per your choice. The bigger you make it, the longer it will take to steam. We're going to steam these Makai Dhoklas in a steamer. I have a pan here which has some perforations in it. I'm going to oil it so that the dhokla doesn't stick to it. Place the dhokla one by one, a little apart from each other because they might swell up while steaming. One in the center. I have a pot of water here and the water is simmering. To this, I'm going to add in my steaming dish. You can also use an idli pot for this if you want. I'm going to cover this and steam it for 15 to 18 minutes. When it starts bouncing back when you touch it, you will also notice that there are some cracks. You can also put a toothpick through it to make sure that there's no residue left on it. The dhokla is ready to serve. Serve this with lots of ghee and a spicy green chutney on the side. You can also give this a nice tadka of jeera and mustard seeds along with a little bit of hing and kadhi patta. You can also serve this with dal if you like. Try this recipe out and let me know how it turns out. I'll see you next time.